Hello and welcome to this week's Food News Today. New research shows that the number of young moms are on the decline, while older moms are on the rise. According to data from the National Center for Health Statistics, birth rates among teens aged 15 to 19 fell 8%, and among women 20 to 24, it fell 5%. Both are record lows for 2011. Meanwhile, the birth rate for women aged 40 to 44 rose by 1%. As long as this is the trend, it might be a good idea for food retailers to adapt messaging, assortments, and store layouts to the significant group of new moms who are older, savvier in their purchases, have more money, and perhaps more driven by convenience than the younger moms. So here's a few ideas. Sell products online and keep only limited inventory in stores. Diapers, wipes, and formula, for example, are perfect to sell in multi-packs and then be delivered. Supply credible, sourced baby care information at the shelf and on your store's website to help moms make educated decisions on food and formula. Though moms typically have pediatricians, their access may be limited. Why not build baby care authority through relationships with local healthcare professionals who could then answer routine care and feeding questions? How about considering a vending unit outside the store for middle-of-the-night emergency supply needs? Perhaps even position them for drive-up access to make it easier for parents with kids in the car. These would be small product packages that yield higher than normal margins. And in addition, the shelf space that's saved gives way for more impactful displays that can help drive impulse sales. It's time for the ice cream of the future. NPR put together a list of futuristic ice creams, and here are a few of our favorites. Lunar ice cream from Haagen-Dazs. Orange Harvest Ice Moon and White Full Ice Moon cakes were created for the 2012 Christmas season by the design team of Dashi Levine. The Full Ice Moon cake is macadamia nut brittle ice cream and raspberry sorbet separated by meringue and positioned on a pistachio biscuit base. The Harvest Ice Moon treat, meanwhile, featured salted caramel and vanilla ice cream with salted caramel sauce and crispy chocolate as its base. Now, the next one might sound a bit familiar. Remember those wiki cells that we told you about a while ago from the Harvard bioengineering professor David Edwards? He came up with a way to serve food in edible casings that would eliminate plastic packaging. Well, now he's developed the idea for ice cream. The result? Wiki Pearl ice cream. These balls of ice cream are wrapped in edible skin, which doubles as their packaging. Wiki Pearls currently come in 3 flavors: mango with a coconut skin, chocolate with a hazelnut skin, and vanilla with a peanut skin. Right now, they're only being sold in the Wiki Bar shop in Paris, but have no fear, they should be in the US by the end of the year. And finally, why pick just one ice cream flavor when you can have 2? At least that's what Elizabeth Fenner thought when she came up with Flavor Release Ice Cream. As a graduate student at the University of Missouri, Fenner used microencapsulated technology, which simply means coating the flavor compounds with a tiny dissolvable polymer to make an ice cream that starts as vanilla and then about 4 seconds later turns to cherry. Is this the ice cream of the future? It sounds amazing. But unfortunately, the process is still being refined, so it's not yet commercially available. But Fenner is working as a product development specialist at Yogurtland. So is there a flavor release frozen yogurt on the way? I would bet so. And sadly, summer's coming to a close, but we can still extend summer with one of summertime's favorite foods, the watermelon. But sometimes buying them, especially after Labor Day, can be a little tricky. How do you know if it's ripe or not? Well, guess what? Now, of course, there's an app for that. iWatermelon is an iPhone app which says it can tell you if a watermelon or even a pumpkin is ripe or not. All you've got to do is follow the screen prompts and answer questions about the size, the color, and then all you do is you place the phone on top of the melon and tap 3 times. The app then analyzes the sound and tells you whether the melon is ripe to buy or not to buy. But as you can see, it says to skip this one. Maybe it's easier just to look for one that's free of bruises, has a lighter yellow bottom, and tap it next to your ear. A hollow sound means that it's ripe. Let's take a look. Who was right? Was it my ear or was it the app's ear that determines whether or not it's good? That's all for this week's edition of Food News Today. Don't forget to check out our website at supermarketguru.com or send us a message on Facebook and Twitter. Food News Today is sponsored by Conagra Foods, who shares with me the desire to provide the most current, interesting, and unbiased food news. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, but wait. I'm right. The app is wrong. It's ripe.